Hello children, now I'm going to explain you the poem The Brook. It was written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. It is one of the most wonderful poems written by him. In the last class, I have explained to you who is Alfred Lord Tennyson. About him, I have explained you in detail. Today, I'm going to explain the poem. Every word, every explanation of the poem will be given to you by me to you today. Alright, I hope that you will be able to understand what I am trying to explain. So now let me first explain what is brook. Brook is smaller than a river and a bigger than a drain. It is a water body which flows, okay, it's like a stream. It flows from the mountain to the valley. So let me read the first line, first stanza of the poem. I come from haunts of coot and hern. That means I here is the brook. Brook comes from the place which is inhabited by birds called coot and hern. Coot and hern are water birds, and they are basically live near water because they used to hunt fishes. So brook is born in a place which is dwelled by, which is lived by birds called coot and hern. Okay, I make a sudden sally. So when I'm born out of the earth's womb, when I'm born from the whole of the earth, when I come out, I make a sudden sally. Sally is a movement, an excitement. I come out with an excitement and sparkle out among the fern. And when I come out, I sparkle, I shine like stars, like twinkle stars, and I shine among the green grasses. So wherever there is a river body, let it be a water body, or let it be a river, let it be a pond, you will see a lot of grasses all around, isn't it? So what I mean to say is that there are a lot of ferns. Okay, so when the brook comes out, it shines among the fern and it comes down to the valley to bicker down a valley. That means I talk, I make a sound and come down to the valley. So bicker means creating sound while coming down to the valley. Okay, coming down to the habitation where people live. By 30 hills I hurry down. I cross 30 hills when I come down. Okay, I'm talking about brook. Brook itself is talking to us. I here is brook, or slip between the ridges. Every mountain are connected in a between. So in that between part, the water is moving in a zigzag manner and coming down to the valley. By 30 throps a little town, I cross 30 villages and a small town and a half a hundred bridges. I cross 50 bridges. Half a hundred means half of 100 is 50, isn't it? So I cross 50 bridges, I cross one small town, I cross 20 villages and 30 hills to come down to the valley, and I flow till a point. After that my existence is gone, and that point is Philip's farm. Okay, after Philip's farm there is a huge river. So when I come and join the river, my identity as brook is gone. That means brook is dead. Alright, the way human being is born at one point of time and die at another point of time, similarly brook is compared to human life. Brook is also born at one time and it dies at the another time. It has a start and it has an end. It has a beginning and it has definitely a stop. So it flows till the Philip's farm to join the brimming river. And what is a brimming river? Overflowing river. It goes and joins the overflowing river. For men may come and men may go, but I will go on forever. People will come to meet me. People will go, but I will not stop for them. I will move on in my life. Similarly, till now you're in high secondary second year, you might have met a lot of friends in your life, but did they stay with you forever? No. Some came, some left. But you're still doing your karma, right? You're still doing your work, isn't it? Forever you have to do your work till you're that bad. Understand? So what I'm trying to say is that many people will come and many will go. But you should not stop from them. You should not stop from them. You have to move on. Okay? You have to go on in your life. I chatter over stony ways. So when I move down, I chatter and go. Okay, in sharps and trebles, I make sharp sounds and traveling sounds. I bubble into adding bass. I babble. Babble means I talk and I cross. I move over the pebbles. Pebbles are small, stones. I flow over the pebbles. I make bubbles. I make bubbles. Bubble means I think you have seen the bubble when you wash your clothes with a detergent powder. You can see the bubbles, right? So when I flow, I bubble. Okay, and when I go down, I also babble. So babble is a sound. That means I talk and move around over the stony ways. So the water was, it comes from very clean place, so the water is so clean you can see the stones under the water, so clear. So my question to you is that, have you ever seen any clear stream where you can visibly see the stones? I hope you have seen in life. TV, movie, YouTube, you might have seen in everywhere. But my question is, have you seen in reality any water body, let it be a pond, lake, stream, where you can see the underwater very clearly? Such kind of clear water is the brook. With many a curve my banks I fret. There will be many curves. I take curves and move around. By fill and fallow, I cross fields, I cross flowery gardens, and many a fairland, fairy foreland set. I also cross many beautiful fairy lands, that means lands with beautiful flowers, with willow, with and mellow. I also cross the willow wheat. So willow tree is significant for sadness. So I cross the willow tree. And willow tree is the only tree which leaves are always downwards, because it is a symbolize of sadness. So I cross the willow trees and mellow. So I chatter as I flow. When I go, I chatter as I flow. That means I talk and I flow. Without talking, I will not flow. I flow with talking. So willow tree with long leaves. Mellow means a plant with stems covered with small hairs and pink, purple and white flowers. So willow or mellow are different types of plants, and when the brook goes to the brimming river, it crosses all these fields, fallows, willow, mellow. So poetical, right? To join the brimming river, I chatter and I flow to join the brimming river, to join the overflowing river. Men may come and men may go, but I will go on forever. Okay, people will come and people will go, but you will have to move forward forever. I wind about and in and out, and here a blossom sailing, and here and there a lusty trout, and here and there a grayling. I cross different varieties of places, and I move to meet the brimming river. I am moving towards my end, and I see a lot of beautiful things in my life journey. It is said by the brook. It is said by the brook. The brook says that it has seen lot of beautiful things in its way. I move around. I wind about. That means with the help of the wind, I also move, in a zigzag manner, in and out, sometimes left, sometimes right. And I sail. And when I sail, the beautiful flowers will fall in my body, which will also sail with me. Just imagine, water is flowing, flowers have fallen on it, and flowers are also floating with the water. Are you able to imagine that in your mind? Try to imagine. And here there are lusty trout. Lusty trout is a species of fish. So you can see the lusty trout coming out of the water, again going down, and another lusty trout will come out and will go down. And here there are grayling. Grayling is also another type of fish. So this stanza symbolizes that the brook moves with the wind, okay, and it carries with it beautiful flowers, fishes like lusty trout and grayling. And here and there a foamy flake upon me as I travel, and whenever I travel very fast, so foams and bubbles comes out. With many a silver water break and a golden gravel. So the water is so pure, you can see the golden gravel, okay, the lower part of the lower part of the water body. That means you can see the underwater. It is very clear. The surface area is very clear. The gravel, that means the stones, the soil is very golden in color, and that is because of the sun rays falling on it. When the sun rays falls into the water, it becomes golden in color. I hope that you have understood till here. And draw them all along. Whatever falls into my body, I draw them all along. I take everything with me. I flow with them. They flow with me and flow. And flow? Yes. And flow to join what? The brimming river. I flow and flow to join the overflowing river. Overflowing river is the destination. Your destination in Don Bosco is what? High secondary second year final exam. After that, will you come to Don Bosco again? Obviously not. You will be going somewhere else for studies. And even in that place, you will have a destination. Once that destination is over, you will go to another destination. And you are never returning back. So the Brook's destination is the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I will go on forever. Men will come and men will go, people will come and people will go, but I will not stop for them. I will always go on forever. I still by lawns and grassy plots. That means I pass silently. Still by means silently I pass by lawns. Lawns means the gardens, and grassy plots means surface covered with lot of grass. So when Brook travels, it passes quietly lawns and grassy plots. I slide by hazel covers. Hazel is a small size fruit tree. So when it travels, it crosses hazel covers. It also touches the forget-me-nots. And what are forget-me-nots? Forget-me-nots are bright blue flowers which are offered by boyfriend to girlfriend and girlfriend to boyfriend. Boyfriend gives it to girlfriend saying that forget me not, and girlfriend will accept and return to the boyfriend saying that forget me not. So this forget me not flower is symbolized love. It is bright blue color, so try to find it out. So I slide by hazel cover, I cross the hazel cover, I touch the sweet forget me not that grow for happy lovers. I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance, and I travel among my skimming swallows. So I travel with the beautiful birds called swallow. Swallow also flows above me. I flow very fast. Swallows are also flowing above me. I make the netted sunbeam dance against my sandy shallows. I let the sunbeam dance over my water body. So when I'm flowing, the sun rays will fall into my body and it looks very bright, like a gemstone, like diamond. My water body shines into small glitters. I murmur under the moons at night. I murmur, I talk slowly. In brambly wilderness, I cross wilderness. Wilderness. What is brambly wilderness? Brambly means full of wild bushes having thorns. That means sometimes I have to cross thorns. There are a lot of thorns. I have to cross all the thorns and pass away to reach the brimming river. I hope you have understood that. I linger by my shingly bars. I loiter round my crosses. I linger, that means I move slowly through the rocks and the pebbles. I move slowly. I loiter around my crosses. I wait for somebody without any aim, without, aimlessly I used to wait for them. Okay. And out again I come out and flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. People will come in your life to help you, to make you happy, to love you. They may not stay with you forever. They may leave you. Okay. But that doesn't mean your life is ended. You have to move on in your life. Move on to fulfill what your destiny says. Okay, what your destiny says, you have to fulfill that. What your destiny stated, you have to fulfill that in your life. You have to finish for what reason you have come to the earth. You have to do your karma. You have to do your job. Okay, so people will come in your life, they will go from your life, but you have to continue your journey. You cannot stop your journey. This poem explains the human life. The brook, when it comes out, it comes in a very happy mood. It is born in a place which is inhabited by coots and herons. It flows through the 30 hills, 20 villages, 1 town, 50 bridges, chatter, chatter and flow. It crosses beautiful gardens. It crosses, beautiful fields. It carries flowers, fishes, dances, sunlight falls on it. And sometimes it also crosses thorny jungle, wild bushes. And it never stops. It never ever stops. It at last reaches where? The brimming river. It at last reaches the brimming river, the overflowing river. And once it reaches the overflowing river, the brook's identity is no longer alive. The brook is dead. It has finished its duty. It has fulfilled its karma. It has fulfilled its work which it is supposed to do, which brook is supposed to do. Brook is born with a destination to meet its end in the brimming river, and Brook has done that. Okay, it has not stopped for anyone. Many people came to drink water, to cry near the brook, to be happy. Okay, girlfriend, boyfriend came there to share the forget me not. Some people came for shedding tears, but Brook never stopped for anyone. Brook listened to everyone, but it went on doing its good duty. At last, Brook reached the end destination. In the journey was not very what do you call it, a happy journey. The journey was very difficult. The brook met a lot of difficulty in the journey. The brook faced a lot of difficulty, sometimes happiness and sometimes dark jungle, but brook did not stop. That means what? In your life you will get happiness, good days as well as unhappiness and bad days, but you should not stop. Today is very hot and I think I'm sweating a lot, but still I made this video for all of you because your exam is approaching, and I hope that this video will help you to understand the poem Brook. I've explained you every word and I have given you the meaning of every word. I hope that you will watch the entire video and be benefited by it. Okay, so best of luck and goodbye.